One of your big focuses is anti-aging
Yes.
medicine. What are realistic goals for that um, profession, and what can we see maybe down the line in the next couple of decades in terms of longevity and quality of life?
You know, I think the sky's the limit. The moment we put limits on ourselves, we're making established based on the past. The past is what it is, and the past didn't have what we have today. Sure, we have certain added challenges today with toxins and Fukushima and radiation particles and things that we now have to really realize how to be careful and detoxify and detect. But at the same time, we have advanced measures of methods and technology to bring in whole natural foods. I think in the future we're going to have more hydroponic grown foods so we can protect the airspace from certain particles that might end up in the food supply. I think we're going to see a lot more whole super nutrients, probiotics, and nutrients. We're going to be seeing combinations of how do we optimize the hormone levels, optimize the body weight. And I don't underestimate the power of the mind. You know, love emotions, anger, hate, these emotions, we see, you know, people go through, we all have human emotions. You know, you can't walk through life and just go, hey, look, I'm not going to get upset that they're trying to take my house, or, you know, they're trying to steal my car, or they just beat up my son or something, you know? I mean, we go through things, and it's just how quickly do we go to that space of, okay, it happened, I understand it, I'm not going to overreact, I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to move on, and move my life in a place of love and care and forgiveness. I think that's critical to being a healthy, long-lived person. When you look at the longest-lived people, by biographies, those 100 years and plus, oftentimes they have an early proclivity and interest in sex, so they're very passionate, loving people, a lot of touch holding, which is probably releasing certain biochemicals and bonding and energy. So I think that there's this whole full circle of how do we create the perfect environment, and we have to structure our own environment. We have to create that space. We have to read good books, surround ourselves with good people, get ourselves in good shape. In my workouts, they're fun. I work out hard and intense, but it's enjoyable. I mix in trampolines, bouncing chairs, bouncing pull-ups. I do 300-400 pull-ups in an hour workout along with my hammer curl presses on a trampoline. I revolve over to infrared spa. So I do all these things with stretches and yoga. And I mean, I'm just combining all these things because I know there's benefit. And also, you know what? I feel so good when I'm doing it. Every day, like today, I do my workout outdoors in the sun, you know, just coming down on my body, the pineal gland stimulated with the hormones, LH, luteinizing hormone increasing 69%, which stimulates your own production of testosterone. So I'm looking at all these things to, you know, what's it going to take to keep my body and to be that kind of, you know, someone who people can look up to and model and say, hey, maybe that's a good program to follow, because I was blessed. I had Nathan Pritikin as a mentor. I had Dragan Radovich, the world strength endurance champion. I had Ron Rothenberg from UC San Diego, top hormone specialist, and Dr. Hertog from Belgium, and Dr. Klatz, author of Grow Young with HGH. All these people are my friends, and I work closely with them, and I pick their mind. I say, what do you know to be the most important to live longer, healthier, and better? Tony Robbins, good friend, worked with him for years, and you know, just understanding NLP and timeline therapy, and I use a lot of eyes open hypnosis. So I teach people at the conscious level how to program their mind to start making better food selections, how to get them on track to exercise. None of this excuses, I don't have time to exercise, or I'm too tired to exercise. And you know, there's reasons, there's problems, and we're going to solve those, you know, basically in a plan that makes it fun and enjoyable. I put on my favorite music when I'm working out, so I'm looking forward to it, because music elevates the mood and the livelihood of the individual. So if it seems a little overwhelming, it's not. It's really very simple, and it's fun, and it can be done in less time than it takes you to make that pot of coffee and you know, go sit at the couch and change the TV with the channel changer. I mean, really sitting at the computer. I'm hooking up to neuromuscular stimulator, and so while I'm at the computer, when I wake up in the morning, I get to bed early, and I wake up fairly early, and I'm doing my computer work, and I'm getting full body treatment. I attach electrodes. It's low amperage, high voltage, so it stimulates the weak muscle groups, because certain athletes, you know, we favor certain muscles because we enjoy certain athletics. So I work certain muscle groups, the buttocks, the hamstrings, certain things that the core, certain things that are just a little harder to treat, the pelvic region. So as I build up the PC muscles and the pelvic region and the hamstrings, the core, the base, so when I go to do these athletic competitions, I have this core strength that I've worked out for 3-4 hours while I'm at the computer already. So by the time I go out to work out for an hour, I've got a full body core already ready to go, and I do a little chiropractic work. I make sure I sleep in a certain way. So, you know, exercise, health, fitness, power of the mind, diet, it all comes together in one word, and that means love your body. Because the moment religions separate the body from the spirit and the mind and try and say somehow it's separate, we're basically all one. When we realize that you have to take care of your body's temple. The Bible said this. Your body is the temple. You take care of your body. You are giving blessings to this human body that you've been given. It's going to last hopefully over 130 years plus. I'm going for the world record of aging. I'm going to set that world record. I'm after it. I know what it takes. Some of my clients are 80, 90, and you know, friends with people who, you know, if I name their names, you'd know immediately. But you know, the point is that it's that healthy lifestyle, but it's beyond that. You have to then start embracing it, that it's so big that when you read Eckhart Tolle's book about now and living now and the moments between that breath, you know, and just the stillness and acceptance. So, you know, I think that there's a lot that we can learn from some of the East-West, you know, medicine and how it all integrates. And, you know, that's kind of where I'm at now, is just getting on to that next level.